Formatting Headers and Footers.
Presented by the Idaho Digital Accessibility Consortium.
If your department or agency has a logo or some sort of image that describes your department or agency, you can use that in the header area and then use the title and then type the title in using text. In this example, we have the IDAC, Idaho Digital Accessibility Consortium, and we've added this image to our header, and then the name of our document is Needs Assessment Survey for State Employees. To add alt text to our image, so an alternative text description, right-click your image and select Edit Alt Text, or from the Format ribbon, when you have your image selected, under Format, select Alt Text in the Accessibility section. The alternative text description for your logo should be the name of your department or agency. In this case, we have Idaho Digital Accessibility Consortium. That is going to be the most informative alternative description for this context. The other thing you can adjust for your image is the layout option. So again, selecting your image, you can select layout options, and I tend to select square. So that way, it's going to wrap my text around it, and then as I format my text, it's going to make that formatting around the logo work. So the other way you can format your options is to go to the Format ribbon, and under Arrange, you can select the Wrap Text options. For our title, we can use a title style, so highlight your text or put your cursor in front of the text. On your home ribbon, select your title style. And if you need to adjust this title style, you can right-click and modify and make any adjustments you need. Since the title needs to be fairly prominent, it's the most important information that needs to stand out, I tend to make this a fairly good size text. And if you notice, the two lines basically take up the same height as our logo. So that resolved some of our text wrapping issues. So everything is contained within the header now. And there we go. We have a styled header with our logo and our Needs Assessment Survey for State Employees title. However, our header is now repeating on every single page. And if you remember, we don't need to have this repeated on every page. So when we are designing our header, we want to have a different first page. But if we turn it on at this point, the different first page disappears. So let's cut our content and select that we have a different first page. Now we're going to repaste our content here. And if we go and look at the second page, it is no longer there. So it is important on the first page because this announces who does this form belong to and what's the title, but we don't need to have that on every single page. For the footer, you typically don't need to include a lot of information in the footer. If your document includes more than one page, a page number may be appropriate. So let's double click down there for our footer. Our design tools come up and we can insert page numbers. And this is going to be bottom of the page. And there are several pre-formatted options available. So you can choose the one that works right for you, or you can create your own page numbers. You can review additional page number templates from office.com. There's lots of different things you can do. I tend to stick with, something fairly simple. This has 2 lines, some brackets, and a page number in the middle. Since we selected different first page, our second page may not have the same footer. So you may need to insert page numbers there as well. And then just select the same style. And then that will continue out throughout the document. And there you have it. We have a styled header area with our agency logo, our form title, and we've included page numbers in our footer.